The intimate story is taken from Kelly Ripa's forthcoming book, Livewire, Long Stories. More on that later in the publication. Kelly Ripa, 51, is revealing all her secrets. In a preview of her upcoming book Livewire, Long Winder Short Stories, the talk show host recalled an incident when she passed out after having sex with her husband, Mark Consuelos, 51, in an interview with the Daily Mail. "My eyes switch between fuzzy images on the screen of the remains of my ovarian tormentor and Mark happily snacking," she wrote in her book, recalling how she woke up in the hospital and learned she had 2 ovarian cysts, which caused her to faint. Sex can be so traumatic, and yet one of us is completely undaunted. Here he is, happily munching salty sausages and ordering a second apple juice. Mark could be at the movies or the spa, she continued. Instead, I'm lying on my back wondering when the other 2 cysts are going to burst. A separate chapter of the comical story is the clothes her spouse dressed unconscious Kelly Ripa in. She also reflected on the obviously inappropriate outfit he dressed her in when she passed out before being transported to the hospital. Besides, here's my husband, who, dare I say it, is classy, always well dressed, and yet he dressed me like a prostitute from a cheap store during a difficult time, she wrote. It still baffles me that this was the best suit for the day he could find for me, to the point where as I lay on the stretcher I thought I was dreaming. I was having a nightmare. The surprising story was fundamental to the chapter of her book, Don't Let Your Husband Choose the Clothes of Death, which is due out September 27. Although Kelly didn't let her sick suit slip, she admitted that she trusted her husband for more than 2 decades, enough to use his advice and guidance in the writing process. It's funny, Mark was my biggest supporter in the whole process. He read it through the eyes of not only the person reading it, because they needed to save their marriage, but through the eyes of the reader, the mother of 3 told out living. He was remembering things he thought were relevant or language he didn't understand. Just knowing that Mark was with me during all of this, and was very, very tolerant of me discussing our lives the way I did, thinking for sure he would say, "You can't put that in there," Kelly continued later in the interview. There was only one chapter that he told me I could never put in this book or any other book, and I put it away. I respected him, so I said this, "I heard you, even though it's the best chapter. I'll honor your request to take it out of the book. Perhaps one day fans will find out about the mystery chapter." Nevertheless, the book still seems pretty juicy.